Hello, everybody. These are some crazy times we find ourselves in, huh? Here to talk about them a little bit. Or more specifically, I'm here to talk about how everybody's reacting to them a little bit and how best, as individuals, we should be. Now, it's kind of tricky whether or not to be totally transparent with one's COVID vaccination status. That is a big chunk of what this is about. We are all getting sick of this shit and increasingly getting short of patience with each other. You can see that in just how desperate the rhetoric from governments is becoming, how, for lack of a better word, Hitler esque some of the stuff coming out of Trudeau's mouth is. But what do we do? That is the big question. Now, I'm mostly talking to people who do not like the authoritarian direction that things are heading in. Be you vaccinated, be you not vaccinated, that doesn't really matter in the context of this. But who I'm not really talking to are the people who are perfectly satisfied with the job governments have done with this mess. And especially not the people who think that governments have been behaving insufficiently and should be even more authoritarian than they've been. If that's you, I'm not even sure what nice to say. This isn't the video for you. That is about the nicest shit that I can say about that. But for everybody else, for the rest of us, how do we best respond? I'm sure that 99% of people that are listening to this video have found themselves in the situation of coercion being applied to them as pressure to get these vaccines. You probably even have some things going on in your life, whether they be extracurriculars, sports, your job, whatever it is, saying take this thing or go somewhere else and find a new way to live and new stuff to do. And it really sucks. It does. It in a lot of ways is a terrifying direction to be watching society go into, but it is what it is, and we've got to live in the world we're in. So how is best to do that? The question I want to ask you, and the question that I've been curious about myself and somewhat unsure, is whether we should be, like I mentioned in the start of this video, being transparent about what our vax status is. Like I said, this isn't directed at anybody with either particular vax status. You can be vaccinated and still think, hey, this shit that we're going through right now is fucked up and government is way out of line. And if you're unvaccinated, I'm not sure if there is another opinion there. Maybe there's the odd person who does think that this is fine despite being unvaccinated. Maybe there is the odd person who hasn't been worried or been looking at the horizon and seeing, well, maybe I might be forced to give up some of this stuff that I love doing. If that's you, you are one lucky person. But what do we do? Is it best to remain ambiguous about your vaccination status, to be honest that you think this is completely messed up, but not say whether you're vaccinated and think it's messed up or unvaccinated and think it's messed up? Just saying you think it's messed up, as in, I, here's something I've caught myself saying a few times. I'm not saying caught as in a bad way. It's just the line that I've kind of fallen back to. I'm not saying I'm vaccinated. I'm not saying I'm unvaccinated. I'm saying I'm not saying. Is that the best way to be approaching all this, though? Or would it be better if, despite all that there is to lose for all of us, we just decided to go all out and be like, yeah, this is my vaccination status. Allows me to be all that much more transparent and advocate for myself that much better. And if you don't like it, well, we're going to have that discussion. I don't know. That's why I'm posing the question to you guys and hoping we can have some semblance of a discussion, despite how weird it is to talk about this stuff on the internet nowadays. It's weird. But I don't want to have this get too much more rambly. Tell me what you think, because 2.5 years into all this now, coming up on, or I guess closer to 2.25. Either way, time is feeling less and less relevant. What do we do? How do we go forward? How do we respond? I've recently heard that the federal government has gone from saying this is a pandemic to saying that this is endemic, however you pronounce it. That might be the case, but I'm not seeing the general public treating it that way. I'm not seeing institutions really beginning to treat it that way. I don't know. I wish I did. I wish I could sit here and be like, yeah, this is what you do. You don't say anything and whatever. Or this is what you do. You're completely transparent. Stand for your values, and whatever happens, happens. It's not that simple. I wish it was. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see me talking about in the near future. And I've been Kunda. I will see you in my next video on my gaming channel, on Twitch, wherever, however I end up seeing you. I hope you have a good morning and a good rest of your day.